All right, what's up, guys? So I keep meaning to fix this, but I forget it. If you look, there's like a little bit of a white halo along the bottom of the screen, and that's because the screen protector has like slipped a little bit. I guess it wasn't on super well when I originally installed it, and now it partially covers the camera, but just slightly. You can't really see it as well in the video, so I haven't been bothered to fix it, but it's more apparent during pictures. Now, the reason I was rambling already was because I was waiting time while I opened the new box. I've got a new coffee to try here. We have caramel or caramel, whichever you prefer. Uh, I feel like it's one of those situational things where if it's like the candies you get at the store, they come in that clear and red wrapper, it's caramel. But if you're like in a fancy restaurant where they charge $30 for a dessert, it's caramel, you know? So I do like caramel flavors. I didn't used to like caramel when I was young. I thought it was lame. In my head, it was more like a caramel versus chocolate brand war type thing. And I was always team chocolate, you know? And then eventually I grew up and realized you can have both at the same time and everything's just better. But we're going to make the caramel coffee. We're going to read it as we've been doing lately. It is a medium roast, sweet and buttery. The perfect balance of sweet caramel flavor and smooth buttery notes. This full-bodied coffee is sure to be a nice treat for any coffee lover. All right. Oh, it smells amazing already. It smells so good. So the progress so far is I have everything out of the room. I've done everything but take the lights down at this point. And I even started pulling a lot of the random nails and stuff out of the wall. So the next two things I got to do are scrape the cat piss gel up that's still there from the previous owner. I have a thing. We got something to deal with that. Let me go show you. The dryer's going right now, so there'll be a little bit of background noise. And we got to go under the light. But we got this guy right here. The Nature's Miracle Advanced. We started with the regular stuff originally, but I used 2 entire bottles of the regular stuff on that landing, just that landing area. So then when I was like, let's go show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So we wait for both lights to come on, there we go. You can see there's like kind of different color spots on the floor. There are white and brown spots, which are obviously paint. I don't know where the brown paint came from. I don't see any brown paint anywhere in here, so that's kind of disconcerting. But then there's also odd yellow splotches that look kind of like paint, but also look like they obviously aren't paint. I'm pretty sure that is gelled cat piss, where the piss soaked down through the carpet and disintegrated the padding underneath, and then it turned into like a gel that's now stuck on the floor. So I am going to use that chemical and this big old scraper here to get that shit up before I paint. I don't care too much about it being super flat and like worrying about the other paint splotches on there. I don't really care if you can see them through the floor, especially, oh, the coffee smells so good, but we're going to come back to that in a second, especially because this little guy over here, courtesy of one of my cousins. Could you even see that? There we go. Dude, I miss being able to flip my camera so much. There's you might have just been staring at the wall. Uh, there is, that's gonna go down on the floor underneath the desk, primarily to help absorb the sound. I was reading some sound design things this week. We're just gonna start with the regular half and half. This is a pretty flavorful, sweet coffee. It smells sweet at least. Well, not this week. I've been reading. I haven't read anything like that this week. Uh, I was reading sound design things like 2 months ago, probably. But the best way to absorb a lot of that echo I've been getting, people are saying, is just to put a rug on the ground underneath the area where you're recording your microphone. I'm walking the wrong direction with the creamer because I'm off in creative studio land. So it's really, really helpful that my cousin gave me that. Really super appreciative of it, because we're just gonna throw that under the area where I'm gonna set the desk back up once we paint that over. Now, I did look at setting up the floor and how to like level and all that. We're gonna put the cracks in there with the crack filler. I've showed the crack filler before on these, I'm pretty sure. If not, I guess you won't see it because I'm not streaming this stuff anymore. I just want to get it done. But I was looking into all the different ways to make a concrete floor nice, and you can polish it. And I've seen polished concrete floors before, and they're amazing and beautiful and gorgeous. But to be honest, that's just too much specialized equipment and too much work. If things were still fresh and we hadn't hit all the hurdles we had when we originally got up here, I probably still would have had the energy and mental fortitude to go polish those floors and maybe not even paint them and make them look super nice. But we're just gonna paint the floors everywhere in the basement gray, and on the landing too. Originally, I was thinking of maybe doing this whole thing white, but now the plan is to just do the walls white, and I'm gonna do the floor gray. And that's mostly because even though I just painted this, you can already see some discoloration from just my shoes and also that random coffee spot there. So we're gonna paint the floor gray all the way down, and we're gonna leave the walls on this area that we're in right now white, which goes really well with the rest of the basement because those walls are white, and that's the plan. So let's go check out this. I haven't really done much on it today. I've actually been working up here today. The room was kind of a mess. I had 2 piles of laundry. One was clean and one was dirty. And it was primarily because I wanted to wait on moving my dresser into the bedroom until I'd refinished the wood floors in there. But the whole plan is just all out of whack now, so I have no idea when that's going to happen. So just to slightly increase my standard of living real quick, I decided to go ahead and move the dresser into that room for now, and then I can just move it out when I do the floors. But it's just, no plan survives first contact with your parents, you know? So right now, all I've really done today is clean up that pile of shit on the floor and move the dresser and then take care of some random administrative stuff. But yeah, so let's try this coffee before it gets cold. Mmm. Okay. Mmm. It's very sweet, but it also has more of an earthier flavor than I expected. The cat's mad because he's like huffing at me. He does like the when he's annoyed that I'm not paying attention to him, you know? Sometimes it feels like I have a girlfriend, but I just have a cat. Anyways, so I love this coffee. Oh, see? He knows I'm speaking about him. He had to show up. What's up, Charlie? I feel like I definitely want to try this with something sweet in it. I'm not sure. Oh, hey, Charlie agrees, I guess. I'm not sure whether we should do the Irish cream that I have, or no. It's Italian cream that we have now, or the raw sugar? I'll have to think about that one. And I could say I'll let you guys know which one I went with on the next one, but I'm going to forget, so I'm not going to say that. Cheers.